presentation.
Thank you very much. Being the last speaker, I found a very interesting thing. All the people on the dais who spoken before me have more or less a great similarity in their approach and their opinions about what can be changed. Looking at it from a corporate side, a very important thing for us is there's a lot that we want to do, working with academic institutions. But somehow something that kind of gets missed out is that attitude, which is essentially a very critical thing. There's so much that you can take, but you need to come, you need to there has to be collaboration to make it happen. I'm going to just touch upon some broad initiatives since time is very limited, so I'll not be doing justice, and I'll cover one very important thing which is more of a collaboration and a communication platform open to all universities to take free of cost. Okay, my name is Seshasai. I'm the industry specialist. I look after the Microsoft Live EDU program. Basically, we have 6 broad initiatives that we work with. The first one is essentially something known as a Live EDU, which is more of a platform for communication collaboration. DreamSpark, MSDN AA, which is essentially MSDN Academic Alliance. DreamSpark is basically a free download of softwares, basically on the platform front for development tools, etc. So these are free resources that are available for any university, any student who would like to use them. Rozgar is more of capacity building that we work with a lot of state governments that we are trying to promote. Rozgar also has another aspect which Professor Bakshi has mentioned, where we collaborate with universities in terms of doing more of content development. Other issues that are typically there is we provide support to a lot of government institutions through the IT academies that we set up, where it's more of faculty development, setting up of the infrastructure we support, okay, and multi-point technology, which basically addresses the issue of lack of adequate number of PCs where multiple people can work on one PC. As it was shared, one of the most important things that's typically there is to improve the end user experience. Microsoft Live EDU is a platform which is provided free of cost. Every user gets a lifelong ID and a password through which he can log in, use the resources. You get a 10 GB of space, which is with an enterprise type of email, the Outlook, which a lot of people would be using. You have inbox, calendaring, contacts, all these things are available. You can use the Live EDU on your mobile. You can do the same touch and feel you can get on your mobile. You can get the same experience on a internet browser, not just Microsoft IE, Internet Explorer. You can work on Mac, you can work on Safari, any platform that you have. So any PC which has got an internet, you can basically use the services. You can also connect it to your existing mailing system. So we have something known as a POP3 enablement. So that's available. In addition to the communication tools, you also can chat. One of the most important things is, for example, Facebook is there. The place where you can catch most students is probably in the social networking platform. So, we're kind of trying to reach out to the students, okay, in the places where they, are very often likely to be seen, okay. And it's another 2 things which help in the collaboration is number 1, something known as a workspace, where multiple users can come together. Say, for example, there's a courseware development that's typically happening. So you don't necessarily have to come to one room to kind of do it. You can create the document, put it on your workspace. Any number of people sitting anywhere across the world can actually share, edit the document. Okay, that's one of the great collaboration features that's available in Live EDU. In addition, you also have 25 GB of virtual space, so you can store any number of documents. We work very closely with KVS, and one of the great things that we see there is the last 3 years question papers. You typically can put it there, something which every student can typically log in and use. Okay, we provide basically you don't have to do any infrastructure that you need to have at your college or your institution. Everything is on the cloud. So Microsoft has a huge infrastructure that we set up at some 3 locations across the world, where 24/7 you have support available to you. You don't require a backup for your data and your emails. You don't require a resource. All these things are typically taken care by Microsoft. So it's a great platform for both communication, sending emails, receiving emails anytime, anywhere in the day. You can do it on your mobile, you can do it on your laptop, you can be on a browser, whatever way you can use it. So it gives the same touch and feel. We have had a very humble beginning. We started with some 5 schools in US as an experiment, and we found it to be a great platform to communicate and collaborate. And now we have more than 4,000 schools. In India itself, we have almost 1 million plus users who have IDs that have got created. Now it's a great opportunity where universities can kind of take part. We also partner with state governments to offer it to all the students, so that the students sitting in the most remote part of India can actually take benefit of the the technology, the services, without ever being hampered by the fact that he's not in a Bangalore or a Mumbai or a Delhi. So that's the best thing that I feel we contribute to the society. Okay, and very quickly, when you get into a corporate environment, unfortunately or fortunately, you'll have to use a PowerPoint. So you get the same touch and feel, you can use that. The administrators basically get the same touch and feel free of cost. In addition, you have basically the liability suite caters to what's going to come in the future, which is more of the software plus services, some things on the cloud, some things on your local computer. So it caters to that model. It's got a great roadmap for the future. Very simple to use, no rocket science. Okay, very simple. Any teacher, we have geography teachers, social science teachers, no IT people actually, who manage the entire project in schools. Okay, very reliable. We almost offer a 99.9% uptime, so you never have sleepless nights about data, getting corrupted, emails not coming. So the entire thing is, available to you. So to just sum up what all the people before me have expressed, what is very important is a student or a user, could be a faculty, could be a student, could be an alumni, is a lifelong learner. Learning doesn't stop after you pass your graduation. It's something that has to carry on all your life. I consider that the students today are one of the luckiest. 20 years back, if I had to find some additional information, the only source for me was, I used to stay in Delhi, so was to go to British Council, take for books, wait for books to come back because somebody else had borrowed the good books, or go to the university library. Okay. Now you have basically an information overload, and I think what's very important is the attitude or the problem that a lot of students faces. It's an exam-centric approach that we take in education. If somehow we are able to change that, improve that, I think a lot of learning actually would happen. Okay, and certificate or a degree for the sake of a degree would change to a learning, for the sake of learning. That's the most important thing. Other issues would be, the cost has to be affordable to the universities, which we have tried to do our best. You also have the convenience of doing it anytime, anywhere. Okay, 24/7 learning. In addition, it is a learning without any boundaries. So you could be sitting in the class, you could be outside the class, you could actually be accessing lectures from any place that you are typically sitting in. Okay, and the best thing is take an example of, let's say, Delhi University or a University of Nagaland. If suppose the Vice Chancellor wants to reach a particular student, okay, this is a platform which kind of helps him to reach any person, anywhere, anytime. So, you know, it's something that we're trying to do to bridge the possible gaps that are typically there. And there have been a lot of great work that's typically happening. And I really wish that, you know, all of us kind of try to see a transformation happening a little faster. So that's all for me. Thank you very much.